everyone, my name is Putu Dessy Derri. I am from 7B class. So in this occasion, I would like to explain about room types. And this is a part 2 of the room types. So now let's move to the next explanation. So well everybody, actually for your information, a half of room types already explained by my friend. And now I would like to continue to explain another room types, such as the first is president suite or presidential suite. The second is apartments or room for extended stay. Third is connecting room. Fourth is Murphy room. Fifth is accessible room or disabled room. Sixth is cabana room. Seven is adjoining room. 8 is adjacent room, 9 is villa, 10 is executive floor or floor room, and the last is smoking or non-smoking room. First is president suite or presidential suite. According to Bansal 2016, president suite is the most expensive room provided by hotel, and the room size or area of presidential suites are generally between 80 meters square to 350 meters square. And the characteristic of president suite are: the first is the president suite only available in one single hotel property. The second is similar to the normal suite, a president suite always has one or more bedrooms and a living space with a strong emphasis on grand room decoration, high quality amenities and supplies, and tailor-made service. Example, personal butler during the stay. And as you can see in the slide, there is the example of president suite, which is about the picture about the president suite. Next is apartment or room for extended stay. According to Bansal 2016, apartment is type of room that can be found in service apartment and hotels which target for long stay guests. And the room size or area of apartments are generally between 96 meters square to 250 meters square. And the characteristic of apartments are: the first is the facilities in apartments or room for extended stay, such as open kitchens, cooking equipment, dryer, washer. And the second is in apartments or room for extended stay also provides housekeeping service. It is given once in a week or 2 times in a week. And as you can see on that slide, there is the example of the apartments, and which is about the picture about the apartments. Next is connecting room. According to Ismail 2002, connecting room is a room with individual entrance door from the outside and a connecting door between. Guests can move between rooms without going through the hallway. And the room size or area of connecting room are generally between 30 meters square to 50 meters square. And the characteristic of connecting room are: the first is this type of room is suitable for families who already have children. It is because with the assistance of a partition, the child will still be controlled by parents. And the second is, even though it's called connecting room, in this room there is also a bulkhead that has function to keep the privacy. And as you can see on that slide, there is the example of the connecting room, which is about the picture of a connecting room. Next is Murphy room. According to Ismail 2002, Murphy room is a room that is fitted with a sofa bed or Murphy bed, or it's known as the bed that falls out of a wall or closet. And the room size of area of Murphy room type are generally between 20 meters square to 40 meters square. And the characteristic of Murphy room are: this room can be transferred from a bedroom in the night time to living room in the daytime. And the second is, typically Murphy room use mattress as a bed without a box spring for easier folding. And as you can see in that slide, there is the example of the Murphy room, which is about the picture about a Murphy room. Next is accessible room or disabled room. According to Ismail 2016, an accessible room is a room that is easy for disabled people to enter and live. And the room size or area of accessible room types are generally between 30 meters square to 42 meters square. And the characteristic of accessible room are: the first is, this room type is mainly designed for disabled guests. And the second is, this room will have space for a wheelchair to move easily and bedroom outfitted for disabled person. And as you can see in the slide, there is the example of accessible room, which is about the picture about the accessible room. Next is cabana room. According to Amberdan 2016, cabana room is room that is adjoining to the swimming pool or have a private pool attached to the room. The room size or area of cabana room type are generally between 30 meters square to 45 meters square. And the characteristic of cabana room are: first is, this room usually used by the guests who want to spend maximum time at swimming pool. And the second is, the facilities in this room are like wooden bench, showers, lockers, and bathroom supplies. And as you can see on that slide, there is the example of cabana room, which is about the picture about cabana room. Next is adjoining room. According to Bansal 2016, adjoining room is room that are connecting to each other and able to be booked together to make one larger entity. And the room size or area of adjoining room types are generally between 30 meters square to 45 meters square. And the characteristic of adjoining room are: the first is, this type of room located in one floor, the room closed but without a connecting door. The second is, this room suitable for family who want to stay in separate room but still want to stay together. And as you can see in the slide, there is the example of adjoining room, which is about the picture about the adjoining room. Next is adjacent room. According to Bansal 2016, adjacent room is type of room that close to each other, perhaps close to hell. The room size or area of adjacent room type are generally between 30 meters square to 45 meters square. And the characteristic of adjacent room are: the first is, this room is close and opposite each other. The second is, this room usually is booked by family or people who has close relationship. And as you can see in the slide, there is the example of adjacent room, which is about the picture about adjacent room. Next is a villa. According to Amberdan 2016, villa is a special form of accommodation which can be found in some resort hotels. It is kind of stand-alone house which gives extra privacy and space to hotel guests. And the room size or area of villa is generally between 100 meters square to 150 meters square. And the characteristic of villa are, the first is the facilities in villa not only bedrooms and living room but a private swimming pool, jacuzzi and balcony. Second is this place is suitable for couples, family and a large group. And as you can see on that slide, there is the example of the villa, which is about the picture about a villa. Next is executive floor or floor room. According to Amberdan 2016, executive floor or floor room is a room located on the executive floor which enable convenient access to the executive lodge. And the room size or area of executive floors are generally between 32 meters square to 50 meters square. And the characteristic of executive floor are, the first is, in this room the guests receive VIP attention from the staff, a special desk for checking in and out, and privacy from the crush of travelers on the hotel's regular floor. The second is, the service in executive floor make the guests can enjoy a good breakfast and unwind with a drink at the end of the day. And as you can see on that slide, there is the example of the executive floor. Next is smoking or non-smoking room. According to Bansal 2016, a smoking room is a guest room that can be booked by people who want to smoke, whereas a non-smoking room intended for people who don't want to smoke. And the room size or area of smoking or non-smoking room is generally between 30 meters square to 250 meters square. And as you can see on that slide, there is the example of a smoking room. Next is about the characteristic about a smoking or non-smoking room. The first is, many hotels provide both smoking and non-smoking room for their guests in order to minimize the effect of second-hand smoke exposure on non-smoking guests. The second is, the function of smoking and non-smoking room also to make smokers and non-smokers aware of how to mutually protect their rights and obligations. And as you can see on that slide, there is the example of non-smoking room, which is about the picture about non-smoking room. So well everyone, I think that's all about my explanation. I hope you understand about my explanation. Thank you for your kind attention and see you.